Running a business while raising tiny humans is already a lot. Instagram should not feel like another needy toddler. Let's talk about doing less while getting way better results. And if that sounds like the stuff of your dreams, definitely listen to the end because I'm giving you an opportunity to get some mega savings for this super special offer that helps you do just that. Welcome to Mompreneur Mastery, where we are building businesses and packing lunches. And no, we're not doing it all. We're doing what matters. I'm Sydney O'Brien, a certified Instagram strategist, mom of 3, and your no-fluff guide to making more sales on Instagram in the actual margins of your day. I created these strategies while juggling a business, 3 kids under 4, and life with a deployed husband. So if your life feels chaotic, you are not behind. You are exactly who this was made for. Around here, we ditch the hustle culture BS and focus on simple, smart strategy that works. If you are craving clarity, connection, and content that converts without the overwhelm, you are in the right place. If Instagram feels like a full-time job you are not getting paid for, first off, no, you are so not alone. If you're doing all the right things, you're showing up, you're posting consistently, you're trying the trends, you're staying visible and still getting crickets, what if the problem isn't you or your content? What if the problem is the belief that the only way to win on Instagram is to be on it all the time? Somewhere along the way, we were told that to grow on Instagram, we have to be everywhere all the time. More reels, more posts, more stories, more showing up, more time in the app when we don't even have time to pee in peace. And we bought it because we're moms. We know how to make things happen. We write captions during nap time. We post while reheating our coffee for the 3rd time. We batch content in 20-minute windows between pickups and playdates and sitting in the car line. Because as moms, we are strong as hell and we get shit done. We can build businesses while building Magna Tile Towers. We can do anything, but we don't have to do everything. And when it comes to Instagram, doing more is not the answer. Doing the right things with intention is. And this might sound crazy, but stay with me here. What if 1 hour a week was enough to make sales on Instagram? Not because you're cutting corners, but because you've stopped throwing random content at the wall hoping it sticks. Because you're showing up with a plan. Because every minute you spend on Instagram is focused and strategic. Because we are doing things with intention. That is what happens when you start to post with purpose. It is not about checking boxes or doing what's trending just because it's trending. You don't need to hop on a reel format someone else said blew up their account or promised would help make you go viral. You don't need to recycle those viral hooks that have nothing to do with your offers or your business. Because content that isn't tied to an actionable goal for your business, it doesn't lead anywhere. You might get views, you might get likes, but if it doesn't move people closer to working with you, what is the point? Virality without direction is just noise. Strategy is what builds a business. And I know how it works because this is exactly what I teach in my membership. And it is exactly how I became a fully booked social media manager with under 300 followers and 3 kids under 5. And all those people in my membership, they're spending about an hour a week on their Instagram content. This includes planning, writing, prepping posts, not hours every night, not sacrificing weekends, not staying up past their kids' bedtime, working instead of doing something for themselves, not sitting in Canva for 45 minutes debating between 2 different colors for that one graphic. Just 1 hour. And with the time they get back, they're actually spending it with their clients, or creating the next offer they've been dreaming about, or taking a real lunch break for once without their phone in hand. Or being fully present with their kids instead of constantly thinking, I still need to post something today. Because that's the real win here. Instagram stops being this looming daily pressure and starts being a tool that actually supports your business. When you have a system that actually works, you're not just posting, you're building momentum. You're not just visible, you're being remembered, and you're doing it without burning yourself out. Because if there's anything I know about moms in general, let alone mom business owners, we are constantly on the verge of burnout, very, very carefully towing that line. So if you're wondering, okay, Sydney, that sounds as great as a quick and easy bedtime, but how does that actually work? Let me give you a super simple way to try this right now, okay? Here's how you can start posting with purpose. Step 1, I want you to pick your focus for the week. This is one of the 5 steps in my Instagram sales strategy that I teach. So, first one is growth, getting the right followers, engagement, starting people talking, connection, building that deeper level connection, and then trust in your brand and your offers, and then sales, conversion, right? Choose one, not all 5, just one. The goal becomes your content filter. It shapes what you say, it shapes how you say it, it shapes what action you want your audience to take after they consume that post. Okay. Step 2, create 2 to 3 posts that support that focus. You don't need to post daily. You just need to post with intention. One post, one purpose. Every piece of content should do something, not just fill a square. Step 3, give yourself 1 hour max. Set a timer and stick to it. You are not here to make your entire business revolve around content. You're here to get in, create what you need, and get out because you've got a million other things to do, like raising tiny humans and managing your house and literally everything else in your business. When you stop overthinking and you stop chasing trends and you stop copying what other people are doing just because it looks cool or you think it might work for your business and start focusing on strategy, you will be shocked at how quickly content starts working for you and how much time you save. And here's what I mean by that. A few weeks ago, I posted a reel that only got 7 likes. Just 7. And I know it sounds like a total flop, but 2 of those 7 people signed up for the lead magnet that I was promoting. So that one reel had a conversion rate of 28.5% when the average conversion rate for an Instagram post is 2%. Now, because they've signed up for my lead magnet, they're going through an email funnel that converts at 12%, which is also higher than average. So it might have looked like it flopped from those vanity metrics, but actually it worked because it was tied to strategy. It had a clear message, a clear next step. I wasn't trying to go viral. I was trying to move the right person closer to a decision. Now, imagine if I only focused on the like count. I would have missed the whole point. And that is where most people get stuck. They think they need more followers, more views, more likes. But what they actually need is more purpose behind the posts they're already creating. And yes, there's absolutely a time for visibility too, because once you've got your sales strategy in place, you can layer on engagement and visibility strategies and bring more of the right people into your world. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's about stacking the right things in the right order. You do not need to be viral to be profitable. You do not need to have 10,000 followers to be profitable. You do not need to have hundreds of likes on a post to be profitable. But when you have content that converts and strategy that grows your reach, that is when Instagram becomes a true support system for your business without taking over your life. And if you don't make this shift, you stay stuck in the loop. You post just because you have to. You're still spending a ton of time on content that isn't actually helping your business when you have 1,000,010 other things to do. Where you keep reusing those hooks that show up as trending, even if it has nothing to do with what you sell. You get some likes, maybe a save, but minimal leads and minimal sales, no consistent growth for your business. And then you start to question yourself. This is something I hear all the time. Why isn't it working? Is this even worth it? Why am I even doing this? Is it just me? Maybe I'm not good at Instagram, but it's not you. It's not. You're just missing the strategy and the belief that more content equals more results. Spoiler, it doesn't. Not necessarily. It certainly can if you have the right strategy in place and you found what works. But more content alone doesn't magically equate to more sales. The businesses that do grow on Instagram, they're not necessarily doing the most. They're doing what matters and skipping the rest. That is what I teach. That is what I believe. That is what my membership Post with Purpose is built on. I do not have time to do anything that doesn't support my business goals. And to celebrate my membership's first birthday in just a couple weeks, I've got something really fun coming. Something designed to help you create content that actually connects and converts in way less time. If you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this is exactly the kind of structure I have been missing, I want you to head over to Instagram, find me at socially.yours.strategist and DM me the word time. I am kicking off something big to celebrate Post with Purpose turning 1 because they just grow up so fast. And if you want better results in less time, this is your sign to get in early. So find me on Instagram at socially.yours.strategist. DM me the word time, and I will make sure you are the first to know what is coming so you can get early access and start saving time and getting more sales even sooner. If there's anything I want you to take away from this episode is that you don't have to do more. You are already doing plenty. I'm sure in every area of your life, like moms do. So you don't have to do more. You just have to do it with purpose. Thanks for hanging out with me on Mompreneur Mastery. If this episode helped you feel a little more clear and a lot more capable, I would love it if you'd hit follow, leave a review, or share it with a fellow mom trying to do it all and realizing she doesn't have to. And hey, if you're feeling fired up, send me a DM on Instagram and tell me the one thing you're going to do differently after listening. I love hearing what is clicking for you. My handle is at socially.yours.strategist. Until next time, here's to less stress, more sales, and building a business that actually works for your life.